Hey guys, this video is all about showing you how I went from this to this. There you have it guys. I've put full locks over my real locks and this is the result. So I decided that I was going to try and put these fake locks over the top of my real ones and see what it looks like. Obviously if you've already got locks and they're quite short and you fancy a long style, this might be good for you, or if you're going on holiday and you want to have that look, you know, there's lots of reasons for why you might want to try this out. So here we go. I'm going to try it out and show you guys how I did it. So first of all, I got these locks. They're called Freetress braids, Goddess Loc. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it in the UK, so I had my brother get them for me from New York. The Goddess Loc obviously has the curl on the ends, and that's the pattern I was going for, so I had to get them from America. But I will put some links below of some websites that actually ship over to the UK. I'll open it and give you a better look at what the pattern of the dread is. You can see there it's got a nice curl on the end. In each pack I think you get about 25 locks. If you have a crochet tool you can use it in order to do this. Just imagine this hair, like my dreads were single plaits. It's the same theory really, but I'm not going to use the stick. There is a big enough gap at the top of my dreads for me just to loop in the crochet knot and pull it through, so I'm not going to use this tool, but if you need to, please do use it. Right, taking my first lock, as you can see it comes already with the loop on the top. I'm just going to take one at random. Let me take this one right near the front. Now you can see it's underneath my dread, pulled through at the top, and you just simply feed the dread back through that loop there and pull it right down next to my roots. Pull it tight. You can see here the dread and the fake lock intertwined, because now we're going to hide my lock inside the fake lock. So obviously I'm going to go against the pattern that it has to be curly, and as I've unravelled some and it's straight now, I'm just going to wrap it round my lock. Because I've got locks, I don't have to be super neat with this, because even if some of my lock is showing, it's authentic. Whereas if you had plaits underneath, you'd have to make sure that you obviously cover all the plaits. Twist it round to uncurl it and then wrap it around my dread. Twist it round to uncurl it, wrap it around my dread, until I get to the end of my dread, and voila, it's all in. And there you have it. My dread is inside the lock. I'm gonna do another one for you guys, just so you can see. One per lock will do, because they're sort of even in size, kinda. Mine are a little bit smaller, but I wouldn't want to put more than one inside, because or else they'll be too thick, and I like mine quite thin. But some of my dreads are a bit thinner, so I could always combine two inside of one lock. Find the root, feed my crochet lock through, find the hoop, put the dread in and pull it tight next to my root. Fake lock, real lock. Now it's easier to hold the fake lock in place while you unravel and just go round with the other one, because it has a tendency to curl back. You just need to do a little bit of it at a time. My locks are quite long, so it does take up the majority of the lock to wrap it round. This is 18" by the way that I'm using. Obviously it'll be a lot quicker if your hair's shorter. You won't have to go round as much, making it a lot quicker. Just push it up a little bit, and there you go. Another one done. Okay, so I've decided to do a little technique around the front. Whilst doing my hair, I've just come up with this technique and I think it will make the front look a little bit more pretty. So I've decided to just wrap only half of my dread with the fake lock, and the half that's left over, I'm just gonna literally wrap it round, like how I've showed you with my other video, if you haven't seen that, how to curl your hair with no accessories. I wrap it round itself and then tie a little knot on the end, or just loop it back through and pull it so that it stays. And you end up with a little something like this. So when that's done like that, take my little water bottle, spray it to wet it, just there, and I'm gonna leave that in to dry. So hopefully when I let that out, it's gonna be curly and it's just gonna give a bit more body to the front of the hair. So let's see how that turns out. I'm gonna do a few of them, just an odd few at the front like that. So I'm gonna keep up this technique all the way throughout my head, and I'm gonna time it. So I'll let you guys know how long it took, and let's see the end result. I used 5 packs. It took me about 5 hours, which isn't too long considering I took my time and I didn't put every single one of my locks inside of a Goddess Loc, because I can see that the density and the volume is already quite a lot, and I think this is enough for me. Even though I love big hair don't care, I didn't want it to be too big. So I thought it'd be better if I left some of my locks out and I just curled them underneath so that they sort of just blend in. It's mainly at the back. I made sure I did most of the edges, all around the edges. I made sure I put them in a lock. And mainly the dense part of my hair, which is the back in the middle here where I've got so many dreads, I just did a few, not as many. I do love big hair, so this is the way I've decided to do it. But obviously, if you're doing your hair from natural, or if you are going to put them over your locks, you can do the same as me, which was to leave out some and do some so that they sort of mingle in and mix in. If you're doing your natural hair, then obviously you can control the size by the way in which you do your braid pattern. I've seen many videos on braid patterns for doing these sort of locks. Obviously I can't show you them because my hair is dreadlocked. I was thinking of maybe cane rowing my hair and adding the locks in that way, but then I thought it would be too lumpy and clumpy. I like the fact that I can still reach all my roots, you know, and it feels quite natural to me because I'm used to having locks anyway. My locks are a lot smaller than these in general, so it is a difference for me to have thicker locks, but as you can see, they've blended in with my real locks really nicely. I've left a couple at the front here, like this one. I've just curled them. It blends in and it looks cool. It's got that real bohemian look, I think. To make sure I got that layered look at the front, I made sure I really twisted the hair around my lock as I showed you before, but I made sure I didn't do it loosely. I did it quite tight so that the front ones could be a bit shorter than the back ones, because I wanted it to have a bit of a layered feel, not everything just starting at one length. I like it layered and I like it messy. So I did actually make sure that I twisted these ones around my locks a lot more than the others. Some of my locks are still coming out the ends, but it's fine because it all goes with the look. It wasn't for me to look really neat, it was just for me to add a little length to my hair and a new little style. You can see I added some of these into the hair which add to the bohemian look. Please comment and give me your opinions below. Let me know what you think of this hair, and if you have any questions I will get back to you. Thank you for watching. Please share and subscribe. Mwah.